Rose DeWitt Bukater was the main female protagonist in the 1997 movie Titanic. She was portrayed by 21-year-old Kate Winslet. Rose was born on April 5, 1895 and lived in a wealthy family in Philadelphia. Rose was on a mission to marry Caledon Hockley in order to maintain her wealth, which was arranged by her mother. She was 17 years old when she boarded the Titanic for a 3-week cruise. On April 10, 1912, the RMS Titanic struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic. During the course of the sinking disaster, Rose met Jack Dawson and the two soon became very close. Jack eventually convinces Rose to leave the Titanic on a raft to survive. After being rescued by the RMS Carpathia, Rose is 17 years old. This timeline means that Rose is actually 32 years old in the movie, as the film was released in 1997. This means that the real Rose was 12 years older than her representation in the movie. Rose's age was a running joke in the movie, as Jack wanted to be with her but was always made aware of the huge age gap between them. Even in real life, Rose was a young woman but was almost twice the age of the young, 21-year-old Kate Winslet at the time of the movie's release. Rose's age is mentioned several times in the movie, and her age is used to show the distance and maturity of the couple's relationship. Rose's age was also used for comedic moments in the movie, as the other passengers of the Titanic mistake Jack and Rose for a married couple. Rose's age was also mentioned when her mother asks her not to associate with Jack, as he is not her social class. The real Rose's age at the time of the sinking of the Titanic was 17 years old, meaning she was 12 years older than her representation in the movie. Rose's age was important in the movie as it helped to portray the huge gap between herself and Jack. The real Rose was only 17 years old when she was aboard the Titanic, making her 32 years old when the movie was released in 1997. Rose's age provides a source of comedy and tension, as Jack is always trying to be with her, despite knowing that she is much older than him. Rose's age also reminds the viewer of the different time span between the movie's release and the sinking of the Titanic, which happened 85 years earlier. Being the real Rose's age, which is 12 years older than her representation in the movie, has an effect on the relationships she forms and experiences in the movie. The age gap between Rose and Jack also creates tension and conflict between them, as they come from different social groups, which puts a strain on their relationship. The age gap between the real Rose and her representation in the movie, Kate Winslet, was also quite large, as Winslet was only 21 years old when the movie was released. Rose's age is used to represent her maturity and sense of responsibility, which helps to contrast with the younger Jack. This difference in ages also helps to build the tension of the story, as the two participants come from different backgrounds and have different views on life.